Bro, see me walk down with that glee. Stick inside my pants, it be keep bothering my knee. We don't do half stepping, we send all the surgery. Boy, we still on the most shit in the city, nigga, fuck the money. I make sure the young folk keep that on my fuck with the youngest. We ain't sell all, we caught a baby, oh, let's kill a buddy. Niggas stealing guns out of the spot, that shit still losing money. I told Easy, don't trust them niggas in the hood, they gon' do you like Sunny. Bad bitch keep telling me come over, she put on a bunny. I be on the west side with my fire, that shit get kinda lonely. Make sure all your tracks is cover smooth, make sure you keep it on you. Real unit, we the one got GY parked around the corner. Let's talk all, we spend a lot. Max made us walk up on them. When I'm hollow spread, that shit get hot, but it just like pneumonia. Body's cold, I had to get out my bleach just so my mom can't see my body fold. We take guns and buy the pole, I clutch my gun when I'm alone.
What's good? My name's Tim. Welcome back to Fashion and Blasting. We all know how these start off. Let's get into this fly shit. So today I got on these retro 12s, these the taxis. These actually the first pair of Jordans I ever had in my life. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Let's talk about a gun I never featured yet on this channel. And it's a beautiful gun. And it's a 1911. And no, it's not your grandfather's 1911. This here is a Dan Weston Volart. And aka the V Bob. What show? It's nothing in this magazine. And there's nothing in the chamber.
You know, I actually favor the old 1911. 45. Old gun. Served my country well. Long time.
Before we get started with this review, I just want to go and tell a little bit of history about the 1911 pistol. They're single stack 45 ACP semi-auto pistols. They were discovered in 1911 by John Browning. They served in 2 world wars, World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and also the Vietnam War. And Wesson, as a company, they first came out, they were making revolvers, and they grew in popularity, but they were going against Smith & Wesson, Colt, and Ruger for their revolvers. But in 2000, I believe, 5, CZ bought them out, and they then start making 1911 pistols. Their production, 1911, but they're all hand-fitted. This 1911 here is the commander size. The original GI 1911 was 5-inch. This one is 4¼ inches barrel length. They're great firearms. They have single-stage triggers with safeties. This is the little brother to the Volart. This is aka the V Bob. It's the commander size variant with a Bob mainspring housing to boot. Ideal as a concealed carry piece. It has a shorter 4¼ inch match grade barrel, a set of tapered grips, and a tactical ambidextrous safety, and several features that has become increasingly popular when customers request custom pistols. It has new insert serrations, knock down the glare between the sights, a serrated U-notch in the rear, and a tritium with a large orange ring in the front. It looks and comes courteous of a set of GI-style rear slide serrations. The stainless steel frame from on this V-Bob is had in bead blasted finish and is a two-tone, so it also has the black duty coat, which is a signature of Dan Wesson. Why I chose this 1911 is it just looks much different than many other 1911s. Is a two-tone, and it also has a classic look as well. It's well made. Like, it's something about history that I like. Like, even when I go to my watches, here I have a two-tone as well. This is a Cartier Santos, and that's been out since 1904. Y'all can comment below if you want to see my watch collection as well. But with 1911s, I always had a love for them, but I just love polymer pistols, striker fire preferably. But I've been getting into single action pistols and double single action pistols. And I always just had my eye on a 1911, but they're known for not being reliable. So I opted to get one of the best ones on the market. That's a production 1911, and that's this damn Wesson, the V Bob. All right, let's get into the purpose of this firearm. This is also a great self-defense firearm. Is They also market this for carry. For me, I probably never carry it just from the low mag capacity. Also, it's a very heavy gun, but it's just a beautiful firearm. Has nice lockup. It has a safety on here, and a lot of people like it's cocked right now, but they carry this cocked and locked. All right, this is a commander size 1911, but the capacity is 8 rounds in a chamber. And also it comes with Dan Wesson magazines. They're metal, they slide in very well. Actually, well-made magazines, but it's 8 rounds plus 1 in a chamber of 45 ACP on this Dan Wesson. All right, now we're going to go over the controls and the ergonomics of this firearm. This firearm has amazing ergonomics. This is a single stack 45, so it's very thin in the hand where you can get a good grip. And they also come with these G10 grips. I'm not sure if they're VZ grips, but they have great texture on it. When I was shooting this for the first time, even with the 45 recoil being a lot, I just felt at control all the time. It also has checkering in the front and rear. I know on like some of the cheaper 1911s, it don't come with those. And the checkering on this is 25 LPI. If you don't know what that stands for, that's 25 lines per inch. And with this, the magazine release, as you see, it just pops out very well. The safety on this is very well. You can hear it's very positive, especially with this being single stack. You want to have a good positive safety on your firearm. It also has a memory pad in the back with the grip safety. Has a great beaver tail, so you can get a good high purchase on this firearm. 1911s have a great low bore access. Also, this firearm comes with night sights in the front, and it's black out in the rear. It has serrations to cut down glare, and in the front is tritium with an orange ring. A U-notch sight, which I like a lot. On some other of my firearms, I have Trenchicon HDs, which is very similar to these. These are Ameriglow HDs. This firearm too has serrations at the top, and that's the knockdown glare, like if you're shooting in a daylight. This trigger, 1911s, they're single stage. If you already don't know, it has an amazing trigger on this firearm, and this one is skeletonized, and they call it the K trigger. And as you can see why they call it a K trigger. It's flat face, and I like the flat face. Some people don't, but a lot of my firearms, even all my ARs, they have CMC triggers, which are flat face. While we're talking about these triggers, I gotta just show you how great this trigger is. That's your little take up. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna show you the reset. Reset is right here, very short, and you're right back at the wall. The fitment of this firearm is just amazing. There's no wiggle, nothing at all. You can ride your finger down here, and the craftsmanship of this firearm is just amazing. I can't recommend it enough. I did some shooting with it. Like I said earlier, 1911s sometimes have reliability issues, especially when you first get them, especially because the fitment is so tight. I shot probably 250 rounds between me and my fiance. She shot it very well. It was 0 failures at all. I also shot not just ball ammo. I try hollow points because some 1911s, they don't really feed well with hollow point bullets. Normally, I would talk about like upgrades and accessories, but with this firearm, that's not one thing I would change. I probably get a couple more magazines. I know Wesson Combat, they have 10 round 45 ACP 1911 magazines. They extend a little bit at the bottom. I'm thinking of getting a couple of those. But other than that, I wouldn't change a thing on this firearm. All right, let's go into the pros and cons of this firearm. There's tons of pros in this firearm. Let's first talk about just the grip. The grip is amazing. And also with 1911s, they have great grip angles. A lot of polymer pistols try to copy the grip angle. It's just great at like pointing. You get right there, and it's just great sight alignment with these firearms. The craftsmanship of this is just amazing. Like I told you earlier, it has a skeletonized trigger, skeletonized hammer. The grip safety is good. It has the memory pad in the back. The safety is amazing. It's just, you feel it positive. Also, I didn't mention earlier, this also has this is a match grade barrel, and it has a barrel bushing in the front with like a crown. It has a crown barrel. It's extremely accurate when I shot it. I didn't lube it or anything right out the box, and I had 0 failures. And what I'm running in the firearm right now is these Federal and these HSTs 230 grain. They're hollow tips, and I tested it before I would put that round in there just to make sure that it'll work. Just had to make sure these Federal HSTs work for 1911, sometime 1911. Only cons I could say about this firearm is that it's marketed for carry. I don't think I would carry this firearm. It's just a little too heavy. And with the mag capacity, it's just not enough for me. Like, they got polymer pistols, but it's a great shooting firearm. So it's a great range toy and just a home defense firearm for me. Another con is the price. It's kind of pricey. I paid $2,000 for it. After like shipping and everything. I think the MSRP for this one is like 1,900 and some change. It's worth the money because it's a great firearm, something I can pass down to my kids. It's 0 mem parts. I don't know if you know exactly what that is, but all these are forged parts, so they made well. They'll last you a lifetime. Thought to this firearm, I think is an amazing 1911. This is a production 1911. It has 0 mem parts. It comes with great night sights with the U-notch and the tritium front. Just the safety is great on this, very positive. The trigger is amazing on it. It has the K-style trigger, single action, of course. The G10 grips are amazing. I wouldn't change these out. They're very grippy. Great texturing on the firearm. Has 25 lines per inch in the front and the back. It also has a glare serrations at the front to knock down glare. Only thing I would add would be front cocking serrations. I don't really do press checks, so it don't really matter as much to me. But it has GI serrations in the back. It has a GI guide rod, so you don't need a safety pin to take this gun down. You just take out the barrel bushing. This is a great firearm. I think if you ever get a chance just to shoot any damn Wesson or this 1911s period, they're great firearms, and the craftsmanship and the time that people put into making these firearms, it says a lot about the gun. They've been out since 1911. That's over 120 something years. I just say go out, give a 1911 a try. You won't be sorry. All right, this is gonna be the first shots with this damn Wesson V Bob.
Follow my dad page.
Like, comment, and subscribe.